Excuse me.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, people?
Back.
What's up? What's up?
What's that? What'd you say, Mark?
I said, what's going on, people? Wiggles?
Nothing too much, man. It looked like we have issues with streaming on Facebook, so I have to probably do the whole YouTube thing. But this is Any and Everything podcast where we know everything about absolutely nothing. I'm your host, Moan, LV, Mark. What it do?
What's going on? What it is?
What up?
Nothing too much, man. How's your week been?
For me?
So.
Yeah, whoever.
I kick it off. I mean, week was the week.
Week was the week.
Week 7 of school, and it was going how it's supposed to go. Kids getting on my nerves, but I love them, but they get on my nerves.
Hey, Alicia.
And I also did this today, so I got another one.
But there you go. Congratulations.
Yours finally went out on you?
Nah, it's just I'm giving my older one to my son, and I'm gonna keep this one from myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Why you added? Buy me one. I want another one.
We could trade. You give me some of the retro games you got. I definitely give you.
Go to hell.
That PS2, that PS3, we got a deal.
All right, Mark. What about you, bro?
I've been chilling, man. I'm sorry, man. I've been on MK, so that's my life right now.
You bought the collector's edition?
Hell yeah. I've been on that shit. I mean, I'm sorry. That's what it's been, man. Been on that shit all weekend, man.
I'm a piece of shit. I waited. I'm waiting. I've got the regular edition.
I had to. You got to get the collector's edition. It's Mortal Kombat. You got to get it, bro. Other than that, I'm straight, man. I'm good.
All right. Well, I guess with me, it's been a lot going on. I got the funeral for my biological father for this Thursday. And then my little one is sick again, double ear infection.
Damn.
Today's my actual father's birthday. So we gotta go and I gotta leave here I gotta go to the podcast maybe 15 minutes early. It's at 4:00. We usually end at 4. So, but other than that, man, I got a new job. So I've been trailing with that. Yeah, I appreciate it. And it's been cool, man. Other than that, man, that's it. I've been playing a little bit of Starfield. Just keeping it cordial with that. But other than that, man, I'm chilling.
What is Starfield?
That's the new so you know about like Elder Scrolls and Fallout and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yeah.
I'm like a little familiar with it.
Yeah, I know about
it. I'm like a little familiar with it.
Well, Bethesda made a space game. So it's open world, and you actually go to planets. I think it's supposed to be like 1,000 planets in the game, and you can literally leave, whatever world you're on, go to orbit. You can hop out of your spaceship, pick your own adventure type of thing, and it's just feel like you in Star Trek or Star Wars.
Okay.
Customize all your weapons. I mean, it's live. I've played a few of them. You had Star Citizen and No Man's Sky. I think No Man's Sky kind of got and Elite Dangerous. That's another one. They all have that, and they all have their own purpose. Like No Man's Sky has a quintillion actual planets in the game. And
all that shit sounds like so new to me. I don't know nothing. Like I know, like I'm hearing you, but I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Like like I know just a little bit.
When we start getting
quintillion is more than a trillion.
I know. I get all of that. I get all of that. But
and then Elite Dangerous, what's sweet about that game is they actually scaled our Milky Way galaxy and put that in the game, the actual measurements from end to end in the game.
That's fun. That's fun.
That's what I was about to ask the same thing. It sounds very boring.
It's like homework.
It's yeah. I'm sorry. That nigga said the game based off the Milky Way. Like I'm okay, brother. That one, man. Good job with that one, man.
It's over my head.
Way over my budget.
All right. Other than that, man, y'all drinking on something or no?
I got, if you know the bottle, you know the bottle.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. You know the bottle.
Well,
nothing
what
big.
We got, man. We're gonna make it a short and sweet one.
Alcohol free for almost a month. So
why?
That's good. I haven't had none in a while either, man.
Just want to try something.
How you feel though?
Feel great. The first week was rough, but I had times where I know kind of passed it. Like,
because everything you do is usually with your people, so you want to drink.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been going good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm actually saving our behinds right now. I'm glad you started talking because I forgot to put the title in here. Oh, and I spelled it wrong. I'm trying to do it real quick.
Uh-oh. Okay. Teacher. The English teacher got it wrong.
No, not the English teacher.
The spell checker. Uh-oh.
Dating app and people's true intentions.
All right.
So we've been out the game for a minute, but
Yes.
seen. Well, Mark is probably the best one to describe it if you're in the dating game, or you know what I'm saying, you're single, you're not tied, you're not married, you're not tied down. But if you're the closest to it, if you're not with anybody.
Right. I mean, you know, it's a lot different than what it used to be. You know, back in the days, you had like shit like I know the millennials and all the goddamn Gen Zs and X's and all that shit probably laugh when you hear this shit, but you had like Black Planet, Tag, Plenty of Fish. I mean, Jesus, it goes on, man. You know, but you had these apps and you could just find people and do what you want to do with them. And sometimes, yes, indeed, you would date people, but you didn't show your true intentions. And that happened a whole lot in these apps or whatever. Like right now, you got a few other things that kind of go hand in hand, but at the same token, it's bad. Like it's all the way bad. So I personally think it's a different game. Like it's a whole different setup now. It's just different.
Hey, Queen.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's different. It's not for the weak. That's the best thing I can say. It's not for the weak heart. Jesus.
I mean, from some of the stuff I've seen, man, it's I've seen both ends, right? Because I know somebody who's trying to date, and I've really been seeing a lot of things on the male end of the stick, because I kind of been doing a little bit of my research on this, right? So there's this divide right now where, unfortunately, women with the whole equal rights thing and the they want to be more masculine, they want to do what men do, and you know, besides, you know, there's nothing you can mathfully do as far as strength, you know, between man and woman. That's just, you know, into testosterone and all that stuff. But I think what's happening now is that because of all these things, the Me Too's, the equal rights, the masculinity that women want now, and this perception of they want to be the leader, they want to be the boss, and men is kind of backing out from that. You know, so as far as men's intentions, unfortunately, men are really not wanting anybody from the United States anymore. They're taking this and they're going overseas and they're finding women. You know, and I've been looking a lot on YouTube as far as you know, women are complaining about it now because men don't want women here. And it's not has nothing to do with black, it has nothing to do with white, it has nothing to do with cultural, you know, things that they do. It's just that you got this thing where, you know, you have the, you know, the trans community, you know, and all that stuff, and that's mixed in with everything. And it's like men are kind of fed up and they're going overseas. Now, on the other end, I've seen some stuff that I am like a little ashamed of how men been doing, because I know a girl who's trying to date men. At one point, this dude sent her a message. He was singing, he couldn't sing, and he was pouring his heart out. He was pouring his heart out, and it was so embarrassing, right? And I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this dude just tried to do the immature with you. And the only thing he was missing was the Usher broom, dog, in the rain.
So he it's just different. That's my whole point. It's different.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, so and then when we were coming up, right? Even the homecoming thing is different, right? I almost threw up now when I know it's horrible to say. I know it's nothing wrong with this, but I'm not used to this. But my son had bought flowers for somebody and did a card for homecoming, and I was like, "You gay?" All right, because when we were coming up, you just walk up to her, you spit your game. Hey, we going to the prom? You set that up. I didn't stand in front of the school with a sign and some flowers.
I mean, I commend them for.
No, Doug. I gagged every time I walk past the kitchen.
I give them it for, you know, doing something different. God damn, at least he took the step. But other than that,
that's brave enough to do that.
Bravery, like that was. I hope she said yes. Jesus Christ.
Well, of course he said yes, but I threw up in my mouth in the process.
He called him. See, now this is the problem right here. That's the problem right there. He's trying to do something romantic, but he's called gay. Dog.
Romantic for romantic for somebody he ain't trying to get on or be his girl.
Dude, he's asking her for prom.
He's doing it.
It was homecoming. It was home prime. I can see.
I mean, homecoming prom. I don't know about you, but with my dates,
you did that.
It was closers.
Hold on. All y'all stood in front of it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
that's what I thought.
That was,
but I ain't shit.
Yeah, that was awesome from him. But I mean, Jesus, this nigga, you kind of.
I mean, yeah, that takes a lot to do that because she could have rejected him. Another thing, he put himself all the way out there.
Yeah, he put himself on the sleeve, bro.
Here you come. Oh, what you doing? Like you got these prehistoric manners, like.
Oh, you gay prehistoric guy.
Prehistoric. You call it dude, you know what you call him because
kind of cold blooded. You might want to take that back, my G.
Yeah. You owe an apology. You owe an apology. You the problem.
You the problem.
Well, unfortunately,
today you are the problem. Bro.
This was last year, okay?
Jesus so Christ. He had a whole year to contemplate this choice. Now he ain't never gonna buy no girl no flower. That's terrible, bro.
Oh man, so that's what I do know what's going on now. As far as the ones who are dating and what intentions they have, the intentions are nobody wants to lock down. Men are afraid to date women because this whole thing of we lose everything once they leave. You get married to somebody, they stay for a while, and unfortunately, 90% or 99% of marriages, women are the first ones to leave. So men know these stats now and know everything that's going on, and that's right now. They're afraid to marry because the system is not really built for us. It's much easier for women to get everything, alimony, child support, and you left with nothing. There was one guy that I knew I went to school with, and he we was in college. I forgot which university or community college I was at. You know what? It was University of Phoenix. Wow. And then the dude, when I was talking to him, he kind of opened up, got a little personal. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm sleeping on my buddy's couch." And I'm like, "Well, ain't you an engineer?" "Well, yeah, but my wife's taking everything in child support, so I really can't even afford McDonald's." So the guy's making like almost 6 figures and can't afford nothing for his life, and he has to live like that for 5 years in somebody's basement because of his wife left him. And now I'm not saying he didn't do anything. I don't know what he did. I don't know the other side of the story, but that's what men think of when they're dating now and their intentions. So it's kind of, and then not only that, sorry, ladies, I hate to say it, but y'all are giving it up more easier, unfortunately. So, but I mean, it's a smash and pass thing now, because every time you go on there, and then if they're not doing it, the options is open and they're going to the next person until they find that person that's doing that.
What are you getting these facts? I need to know where you're getting these statistics.
I've been doing all my research, bro.
Oh, I got you on that, but it's just like you gotta. It's a broad, it's kind of a broad statement you putting out there. Like, okay, look,
but you know what? A lot of women who are watching this are going to say, "What? That's not me. I've never heard of that." But nobody's looking at the broader picture of what you can see online. Because number one, a lot of women are not dating guys who make normal salaries like us because they have more access because of social media to high profile men. So once they date one of those people, then they have these standards that they feel like they can get it. They have more access to celebrities. They have more access to.
Okay, wait. I don't mean to cut you off or interrupt because the topic was app, and I don't know where we at. like I thought we was talking about
dating and true intentions. I'm telling you the intentions behind all this stuff.
Okay. I'm all ears. I'm just listening. Okay. I guess I'm.
We haven't even gotten to the apps yet. I'm going through the intentions portion of it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. I just give me what you got because it's going.
Okay, right. I'll stop. How do you feel with the little bit of information I gave y'all?
Oh, I'm just listening. It's just I didn't. Jesus Christ. I'm getting the hornet's nest with this one, man. But go ahead. I'm listening.
No. It's just I didn't lost where I was, but. That's kind of what I've been scoffing down over the past couple of weeks, and it's all kind of been the same. And I was just sitting there looking at this, and I've been reading articles, and I'm like, this is crazy. Just trying to do a little bit for this. Now, as far as like somebody I know who's trying to date some people, men are on some other stuff with the singing stuff and whatever his intentions are, and then normally they don't want nothing serious or they try to control somebody. On the other end, men are kind of like, yeah, I'm on the app, but I'd rather just be on here to get some vagina. And it's kind of like they can keep doing that until somebody actually gives it to them. So nobody's really looking for a relationship or love or that type of thing when it comes to these apps. And it don't have to be apps, it can be social media, it can be Facebook. I mean, you date wherever, you ask however.
I mean, when anybody I do, in my subjective mind, whenever no one's thinking about marriage when they're on these apps. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I know, you look good, you seem interesting, we can go out to eat and see what happens. You don't go in there and say, oh, she might be Mrs. Right. And then you go into the tensions of saying, I'm gonna marry her after this date. No one does that. You know what I'm saying? And to the idea of, how now that's one thing I can't lean towards. Nowadays, women are in better positions as far as boss wise, and it put guys in a mind state where they feel that if they are not on at least the equal level, they have to portray themselves at some level of where they can be accepted. Because like you said, a lot of women are more so in the perspective of, if this guy's not making so much, what can I do with him? What can he bring to my table that I've already been pretty much feeding? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that has changed within the nature of, I hate to say, the dating beast in one way. But at the same token, that's just how we are groomed. The only reason, and Elizabeth, the only reason man, that's how we think, is because that's how we were always brought up. We were always put in a position where, and this goes for anybody. I don't care who you are. Man was always brought to be the ones who brought the bacon home. We were always the ones who was supposed to be established in the house. We take care of everything. We take care of the bills. We make sure everything is good. That's what we were groomed to do, to make sure y'all was okay, and we handled everything else. That was it. So for the roles to flip, where the woman is more so, it's like we just got to say, oh, as long as my woman working, I'm good. I don't mean to sound like this, but to me, that's considered a weak person to go into a relationship and he's banking everything off his wife, where he's like, I don't have to do much because my wife handling everything. Me, the way I was brought up, I'm like, dude, what type of guy does that? Like, don't let your girl handle everything. Like, you got to pick something up. But that's how we are groomed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, any household, even if you have sons, you're not going to raise them in a predicament of let the woman take care of everything and you just manage the home. I haven't heard a woman teach a son that ever. If you have, then I don't know. I can't speak for you. But that's how we look at it. That's how we go into anything. It's like if you see a woman on the side of the street fighting a guy, your first instinct is, let me break this up because he shouldn't be beating her. It ain't, oh yeah, she got to do it on her own. I was raised with, if a woman get hit by a guy, you just got to let that shit slide. No, because that's not how you was. That's just the general nature of the beast. Yeah. So that's how I take it.
So I want to respond to one comment though, because I actually have an answer for this. So it says, so why do you think women leave? Right? Because of the stats that I gave earlier, right? 90% of women are the ones who are leaving marriages right now. Okay. Most of the reason why those women leave is because of what they see on social media and what they can do. A lot of issues come when you have babies or when you have children, right? You get pregnant, your body's not the same. You can't do the same things you used to do. For an example, like me, I don't get the opportunity to get on the video game anymore. I don't get the opportunity to go hang out with my boys like I used to anymore, or do the things. It's always, hey, I got to be at home. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then they have these friends, right, who are able to go out. They see all this stuff. They see all this glamour and glisten on social media. And they think if they leave because they need a social life, then it's, they think that it's the better decision for them until they realize it's not, and then they get upset when the guy finds somebody else and he's in a much better position because now y'all get to split the kids. The kids can go with you and I can go out with my new girl and my new date. Now, there are times where men, unfortunately, we're stupid and we go out, we cheat on our wives or cheat on your girlfriends, and that gives them a reason, but at the same time, when you marry, you did make a promise, through better or worse. And I know it's horrible when somebody does something like that, right? But the whole vow and the whole promise is you got to stick to it. Now, if the guy can't stop, if you just forgave the guy and he keep going out there and getting vagina left and right, then yeah, leave the guy. But everybody makes mistakes. I'm not approving the mistake. I damn it, right?
Absolutely.
But at the same time, you got to be strong on both ends. Even the guys, your lady go out there, your lady cheat on you and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's going to suck. You can't trust her for a few years, and you got to build that back up. But everybody is wrong on both ends, but unfortunately, right. But men, we will stick it out more so than women because we don't want to get hit with alimony. We don't want to get hit with child support we don't want to screw our lives up because we forgot to sign the prenup.
So
yeah, it's cheaper to keep her, even if she go out and do that. So that's why that's another reason why women leave more so than men, because men know what they're going to lose when they leave. So I hope that answers your question.
Now, as far as that go, that is just basic the now statistics. Like it is a overwhelming amount of women leaving man. And the sad thing is, it's not just like one pinpoint reason. It's not like, oh, because they're tired. No, there's multiple reasons why. Why it's like that right now. Some people say women are tired of dealing with the same thing over and over again. You can use that. You can say that. But in the statistics that's based, some women get bored. Some women want something different. Even though, and I've heard women say this out of their own mouths, even though they might have it good, they might still leave their spouse because they want something else. And this is something I heard women say in interviews where they're asked, why did they leave their husbands, or why did they decide to go in a different direction? There's so many different explanations on why they did it. And the sad thing is guys do the same thing. Men do the same thing. Sometimes they can have the woman at the house that's cooking, cleaning the whole nine, taking care of the kids, and he would cheat on her with the girl at the strip club. And there's going to be multiple reasons why he do that. And none of the reasons going to fit why somebody else might do it. You get what I'm saying? That, like, you can never pinpoint one particular thing and just be like, oh, yeah, that's what all men do. No, it's not. And just like women, we can't answer those questions. We can give you validations of what other women stated on why they do it. Same way we can give you. I'm almost certain Moans got a completely different perspective than I do. Same with Ralph. Same with LV. We all have different perspectives, so you won't get a straight, solid answer. But in the novelty of things, women are leaving their spouses more today than it has ever been. And like I said, with that being said,
and I got one more comment I want to answer, and I'll let you guys talk. But because I've done a lot of research, right? So as men are more worried about their finance than they are of how they're treating their women. Here's the reason why. Do y'all remember the video I sent y'all where the wife went and stole $22,000 from her husband and said, "I just need to make sure I'm straight, just in case you leave me." Right? That's one reason why we worry about our finances. I just watched a video today about a man. His child needs heart surgery. And she took his money and bought Beyonce tickets. And then he confronted her about it. And she goes, well, but you don't ever take me anywhere. But he was like, that was surgery for my son and his heart. Why would you go in there and take $10,000 out? Now, I don't know if she spent $10,000 on Beyonce tickets. I don't even know if they can get that high. I'm assuming they can.
Yes, they can.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
she must
have been sniffing Beyonce's vagina then.
Some of the tickets were $4,500 a piece, bro.
Yeah. So, and the dude is arguing, and this is his wife, and he's arguing with her, like, why would you do that? She's like, you don't ever take me nowhere. And then she goes, you need to call baby mama because that's not my problem. He's like, you're my wife, what you mean? He's like, go ask the baby mama. She's not doing anything. So why is that my problem? You married me. So it's our problem. And they reversed it. He said, if it was your son, I would never do that. That's why a lot of men are worried about their finances, because of the shicey stuff that women do. Not saying it's you, not saying it's a lot of women I know, but a lot of majority of women aren't doing these type of things.
That's
if you're not paying attention. Mm-hmm.
That's insane, though, man. I mean, I feel like that's a situation we wouldn't have been privy to if it wasn't for social media, though.
Right.
Go ahead, big dog.
Is this something that's new? Because I remember, growing up,
right,
in my situation, we both came in with nothing. We built something together, and I'm not saying we have a lot, but we're good. We're comfortable. We do what we want to do. I never thought worry about my finances, and I'm pretty sure she hasn't either. So I'm like, is this new? Is this the new generation of people getting married into the social media effect? Because
social media has a huge effect on this.
What?
Social media has a huge effect on
social media. Yeah, because once again, think about it. We ain't heard about no situation. Well, don't get me wrong, it's been spicy situations regardless.
Yeah.
From both sides. But stuff like you spending your husband's or wife's child's surgery money, life-changing surgery, that's some internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, it could be happening out here in the world, but we don't know about that. We don't know.
But we have our own bubble. We stick with each other. So it's the reason why we're married, and reason why we longevity friends, because we have our circle, and this is where we stay at, because we know out there can be horrible.
Well, right, but
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't even take it to be that serious for people to be worried about each other's finances.
And
Right?
it's funny too, because the one thing I wanted to tap on with Elizabeth is that's my point exactly. We can't put her in a woman selection and think that's just all women. Just like you can't put
That's
a
what I
lot of
mean.
guys. Man, no, well, I'm just talking directly to Elizabeth because I don't want you to think that we're putting women in this bubble because of what certain women are doing. I mean, in fact, I don't even want to consider them of the caliber of women. You know, there's just certain things that girls are doing, just like certain things guys might do. And you cannot put them in the caliber of a man because that's what that guy did or that boy did that. You know, you can't say, oh, yeah, man nowadays or man do this. You know, you put them in this bubble that I don't think they qualify to be in.
Hey, 1 second before you continue, Mark. I gotta go. They got there early. But it's my dad's birthday today, and I gotta go celebrate with him. They're actually right up the street. But to
Do your
everybody,
thing.
I
I'll
appreciate
close
it. Love
everything down.
all y'all, my audience, my dudes. You know, we'll be back next week with another subject. Getting this off on a good note, my dudes.
I appreciate that, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, Mo.
Yep.
Which, by the way, sorry I pulled up late. I was all the way on the other side of town and did not.
Good. At least you here.
People cannot drive in the rain here, bro. I swear to God.
At least you here. Good.
When it rains here, it's
my God, it's almost like snow to these people here, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are y'all doing 10 and 15 miles an hour in the 75? Y'all trying to cause accidents.
That's how it is, brother. That's how it is, man.
Either way, is what it is. Like I said, I apologize for being late for our people that are watching. I feel like I missed out on some pretty juicy stuff at the very beginning.
Hey, he was dropping gems. I mean, it was like he kind of opened it because I mean, granted, we were talking about in today's society how the dating app and pretty much just how things are, like the true intentions of how things are going, just how it is now compared to like even down to the possibility of why women leave men more often and why men are somewhat kind of put up a facade to get women nowadays. You get what I'm saying? Like some days you can't be as honest as you used to be when it comes to getting them because of the level or the caliber that women are in nowadays. And I applaud women for getting to them levels. I absolutely do. But it do, in my statement that I was making was it do put men in a mindset of like, damn, if I can't do better than what she's doing, what can I bring to the table? What could I absolutely do? And it put us in a bind where sometimes our intentions might come off a little untrue.
Well, yeah, I mean, and you got to realize too, you still have a bunch of people out here, a bunch of guys out here. They're using dating apps for like Backpage, man.
Something like that. Yeah,
they out here like, looking out here and try to catch them all. You know what I'm saying? Which muddies the waters, right? Because then women go in there, they know these things, and they don't know who they can trust and who they can't. So then you're forced to get out here in this extra dirty, muddy water of this dating society of today, and you don't know what to do. You don't know if you can trust what they're saying is real. You can't trust if they're not internet legends and in real life they bums. So it's rough. The intentions of these dating apps and dating in general in today's world, I'm gonna have to say in today's market, is straight trash.
It's really a muddy water. It's really a bad water, and it's sad because they put women, like you said, you have people that go on dating apps, and everyone has a different agenda. I don't give a shit who you are. Everyone has a different agenda when they're getting on a dating app. You might get on there, Elizabeth, and you might be looking for the right guy. You know how many stones you're gonna have to kick over. You might find somebody that just seemed like the right fucking guy. But at the end of the day, he might be like, shit, I just wanted the coach. And then you stuck with this pathetic motherfucker, and he make us look bad because he done tricked everybody into thinking this. So then y'all get on these apps, and then y'all think this is what men are for. And it's not that, because just as you are there looking for a good man, a lot of us are looking for a good woman.
Well, wait, or you get somebody that's gotten hit like that, then they turn around like, I'm going on this dating app to find a sugar daddy, and that sugar daddy actually out here looking for love.
And
he out here like, I'm just gonna do everything I can to keep her happy, and she like, yeah, my pocket's getting fat, but I'm done. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next. Now he heartbroken,
Yeah.
And where he was out there looking for something serious.
Now
The next one they come to serious, he like, yo, screw you. I'm gonna give you a couple of dollars and be smashing them out.
You just don't want a couple. You just want $100 anyway, tramp. And then she like, what the fuck? Why? And then
a high 40 piece,
endless cycle.
So let me ask y'all this. I didn't, I didn't go through the dating app services and all that stuff. But so I would assume to believe that it's a step process.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the dating app. You find somebody you may like, or you might be the guy. Then you date in real life and get to know this person before you take those steps of marriage. And that's how it's supposed to go. Like
that's how
enough to like. Oh,
that's how it used to go. I feel like
everything is rushed now.
It changed.
I feel like everything is. Well, I'm not even gonna say rush. I feel like everybody's, especially around our age, is like, well, I'm too old to be playing these games. I'm too old to be worried about if you snore at night and that bothers me, or if this person chews their mouth open, because the dating pool is so insane. People are willing to make some sacrifices on the smaller things that used to be little irritations that they make it work. So with that, they're pushing the envelope and the ladder faster and further.
Very fast. Like, how many emails, how many messages I would have to send to see some titties? How many, like I would have to send so many inbox. We have to have a week conversation before I can see a titty. And now this is there. Matter of fact, I had this one girl inbox.
That's facts.
I said, you're really fucking beautiful. And she corrected me. I'm not beautiful. I'm sexy. You want to see my images? And I was like, yeah, I guess, and it was a whole link. It was a whole link.
It took him straight to OnlyFans.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? So
that was not a dating app, though.
But that's how it worked. And I'm looking like, how the hell I just got the home base. From, hey, sweetie, you're beautiful. To like now it's like, no, I am sexy. You want to see my pictures? And I'm like, oh.
out of curiosity, did this so happen dating app you get on? Did you find it while watching porn?
This was actually Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Instagram. I said, you are beautiful. And it just went
right. Same thing.
The pictures, she didn't have no pictures on there that showed she was about that shit. Like all her pictures was like get in shape, and she had a little six pack. I said, oh, she is really beautiful. And it just took me to a whole link of dark, polluted nastiness. I was like, oh man, bitch.
How long was you on there?
That's not the point.
Oh.
The thing is, what we're talking about now.
That's some quality time getting to know her.
Some girl knows what you like.
App.
But that's where we at now. It's just easy now. There's no that's what I want to say. There's no more investment to actually secure certain things. Like before, it was something worthwhile. Like I hate to say it like this, but it was something about, I guess, the challenge. There's no challenge anymore. Like I used to be like really into women holding back. Like I didn't know what her body looked like. I had to work to actually see what this woman's natural sexual ability was. I had to learn her. I had to get in her mind. We had to talk and discuss and learn certain things before I got there. Now it's nothing. You don't have to do shit.
Now they're like video game demos.
I don't have to do nothing.
Get into before you play the game.
I don't have to do shit. I turn down pussy. Like I'm like, baby, please. I don't want to fuck. How many niggas have you done this with? Like
that's always the question.
How? Right? Like how many times have you met a nigga and said he cute and you gave him the pussy? Because now I'm thinking that's kind of a cesspool.
Oh, it could be.
What did you put in the profile? Looking for love or looking for something else?
I mean, that's the thing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that matters. I guess.
Need to know basis.
Different world now.
That was on a need to know basis.
I can speak for women I know. Women I know personally be like, they could be talking to a guy for like a good half a day, and then they get a dick in their inboxes, and then I'll be looking like they send dick pictures like this, and she's like, yeah, they would just send a dick pic, like, oh, how you doing, sweetie, and they would get a random dick pic in their inbox, and they'd be like,
that's been happening since cell phones had cameras on it. Niggas just been sending their pics just random. I think that's just from day one.
That probably has
when they slapped a camera on the
They
phone,
put the
bruh.
camera on the phone. I think it was
I
over.
don't
with.
think that's what was happening.
I feel so bad for
I'm
women.
sorry,
I
ladies.
feel
That's
bad for
something
women.
we've been. I'm sorry.
Random
I
everywhere.
personally have not sent a dick pic to anybody. I don't know why.
Randomly
I have not.
everywhere.
I feel bad, man. I'm pretty sure woman said, "How you doing?" And here you go, penis right here. Like,
Hey,
I said,
how you doing?
how's
How
your
you
day?
doing,
Penis is doing
beautiful?
great
You
this
want some
morning. How about
flowers?
you?
And it's just bam, right there.
That might be
Oh.
some of their game, though. You know what I'm saying? Take a picture of it, covered in a rag, with like he's cold. Do you have a place for him to sleep?
And
I mean, you know, I'm just saying it could be some game out there like that. I don't know. I didn't
That's
say
horrible.
it. I didn't say that. I'm sorry. Listen, all I'm saying is that you don't know what you're getting on these dating apps, man, and you don't know who's been through what before you get to talking to them on these dating apps. A
And I
lot of
mean, it's-
people turn to the dating apps after everything else has failed or after they've been played. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna try something completely different. It's completely new because going out to the bars ain't working. And then you get the guy or girl that goes on there and is like, you know what? I fucked them all on in person. Now they'll go to the internet to take over the world. I mean, I'm just saying, dog.
my
You
question
don't know what
is,
you're getting.
this the question. What are the dating apps of today? Because you know, I mean, you can go on there. I got on my Christians, and that was pretty fun. It was really good up there.
This
A lot
man
of-
said that was pretty fun. That was cool. That man is going to hell immediately. That man said that was fun.
but all honesty.
You say he's on a Christian dating website?
Yes.
Yeah, my Christian
ChristianMeeple.com?
pretty fun, man.
That's so you in there typing WWMD. What would Marcus do?
You can get a lot of confessions out on their website. But
See, this is what we talk about right here. Little
What?
things like this.
this guy asked me.
I'm embarrassed of us men as a whole. That's what happened.
Hey, listen.
Oh,
That man
God.
said either you gonna like it or you not.
I hope this makes your day better. Here you go.
If it doesn't, guess what? I'm gonna send it to the next one too.
Right. So you turn me down and next
Oh God!
Until he don't get blocked. And like, fellas, we got one.
we got one.
We got one.
But that's the good question though. What are we using today? What are people using today? Because I personally, for a minute, I was
Bruh.
on Instagram. Like, hey, what's going
I was
on?
gonna say Instagram and Facebook, bro.
That's terrible.
Instagram and Facebook. That's what you're getting.
Christian Mingle is where it's at.
Apparently.
Are you dressed in the robe?
What'd you ask? What verse? You ask what verse they read today? That's how
You have to.
It's like on your profile picture. Is it just you holding the Bible, a collar, and nothing else?
Yeah. I got my crucifix like this. Like I'm holding it like that. It's amazing, man. I got the robe on and everything.
You got your robe open to
Wait,
one side, just the six pack showing.
That's it, man. You gotta have
Saying
the robe
praise him.
slightly open. You gotta have the robe slightly open.
Satan's alley.
Bruh, you going to hell. Saying it's
Confess
going
your
to hell.
sins, my child.
Wow.
Please take a knee and confess your sins. Oh no, how did that get there? Dick pic.
Let me find out you're a Christian Mingle, bro. Just racking them up. Just racking them up.
Bruh. He about
Hey,
to open.
enough
He
of
about
that.
to open the door. He about to open the door. You about to have every hood dude in the world on Christmas Mingle. I love God and pistols. Single.
Oh yeah, I
and ready
did.
to mingle.
The farmers dating
Yeah,
that.
the farmers got them too. The Amish and everybody.
Not the Amish.
The Amish don't. How they get? They ain't got internet.
Right.
You gotta go. You gotta meet them with a
They
bag of
send it by
straw.
pigeon. They send the messages by pigeon. That's doc. And instead of regular pictures, they get somebody to draw it and then send the pigeon to drop it off. Dick pic.
That's it. With a hammer. It's a hammer though.
It's chiseled out.
It's just a hammer with a nail.
You know, so you got to send like a couple rows of piece of paper and then put actual size.
I didn't
at the
even
bottom
know
of the picture.
that's new. I didn't know Facebook dating. What the fuck? So I treat Facebook like my mama's house. Like I don't want to do nothing on that motherfucker. Like I just be on that bitch. Hey people, hey,
Did you
and
say
I get
Facebook
off.
is
Like
your
you
what?
know, you don't want
What you say?
I treat Facebook like my mama house. Like, you know, you got to be respectful on there, man. It's too many people in my business. Like, a family is
Oh.
there. The whole family is on Facebook. How can you date on Facebook? Like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. That's why I met my wife.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh wow.
Now it wasn't a dating app. We met through another friend that was on Facebook,
Oh, see, that's nice.
and it just so happened to work out. But
Okay.
neither one of us is on there like, hey, I'm single. I like guns and pistols and Jesus.
That what you said?
No, I
That's
didn't
not
say anything.
Oh.
LBG.
No, that's what the Christian
I was
Mingles
looking at the
profile.
comments for it. I came back at the last end of that.
That's the Christian Mingles profile picture.
Yeah. Blasphemy. That's my page name. Blasphemy.
Blasphemy, my child.
Blast for me.
You got it. There you go. You caught on to it. You're so smart. There you go. I was trying to see if he was gonna catch it. Yeah.
The
there
dashes, it was.
you caught on to it.
I did.
Good job, man. There you go. Blasphemy. But anyways, enough of that. You're not gonna send me to hell.
That's the truth. I was drunk and my friends there the whole night.
Yeah, she's still drunk.
Oh no.
She picked me, so she had to be lit. I choose you.
But no, but
She
back
got
up
sober,
to
like,
where
what
we
the hell did I do?
left off. Ramon was hitting some valid points. Ramon was basically saying that he feels like, and I even hate to quote him. He says that he feels like, because it was really getting dark. He said that he feels, and I just want your input. That's why I'm saying what he said.
Yeah.
He said that he feels like women are giving the butt up faster. So therefore, it puts men in a situation where, you know, I hope I'm saying it right, because it was just so fucking left field. I was trying to catch it.
He's very passionate about
It was something. It was something else.
It was something.
It was something. That's all I know. So whatever he's been doing his research, he said he's been doing it for a week. So whatever facts he got, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you're wrong. But you know, he got a week worth of to his knowledge facts. So, but I think everybody's in it for the same thing.
Amber, that doesn't shock me. It's weird. It is weird, but
oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's most definitely your type. I can see
God.
that.
Oh God.
I guess I don't get it.
It's okay. She been lusting for this man since we played the game. It's just been so weird. Every time he come on the screen,
It's very weird.
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn.
Oh, I thought that was a. Never mind.
It's very weird. It's very uncomfortable.
Oh, General Soul Chicken.
That's
never mind. It's okay.
We just move on.
we can just move on.
Well, just keep forward.
We just move on. It's not General Soul Chicken. Jesus Christ, something's wrong with y'all, man. What is that? Yeah, but when you're an attractive woman, what else do you expect? The men are going to come flocking to you.
I think she was responding to another this one.
Oh, okay. I mean, see, okay. Now look, I put it like this: we as men don't know what y'all talking about. We don't have women flocking. I used to get it. I used to get upset when they be like, "Oh, you got all the hoes." I'd be like, "No, I don't. They don't come for me. It's not like I go home and I got to sort through 30 inboxes of vaginas and titties, and I got to figure out. I just got to pick my poison. It doesn't work like that. Women, y'all have the upper hand on these dating sites. Y'all, what happened? The fuck you say? You missed me. I missed that. But we don't have the option to pick these things. Like the Christians, we don't have this option. All I know is this: y'all got the upper hand when it comes to these dating sites. Y'all can go on that bitch, pick and choose who y'all want. Y'all ain't got to worry about nothing. If y'all get rejected by a guy, he probably not into what we like. He probably reject you because he probably want dick or some other absurdity. But it's a likely light reason why y'all gonna get rejected. I'm just gonna tell it like that. Women, y'all ain't got no chance of being rejected. Y'all can go into a mall and pick any random guy and just be like, I have my way with him and figure out what's gonna happen next. We can't do that. As soon as I walk in the mall and be like, let me find out, I'm probably gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail, and then I don't want to go to jail. There's somebody in jail right now praying for somebody that look like me to walk in that motherfucker. So I'm not going to jail. That's not gonna happen. But we don't have that upper hand. We can't go in that motherfucker and just randomly select a woman and she's gonna be at our choosing. So just get that straight. They're talking about we thirsting.
All right. This man is
what I said. What I didn't do nothing wrong.
You did.
This is how you carried on with the this man.
It's just facts. Yeah, I think it is facts.
But you are right. You are right, bro. They got it much easier than we do. The problem is that you can't tell when you're getting what you think you want versus something you don't want. That's the only downside to that. They can go in there and pick whoever they want. You're right. I mean, a lot of times you go in there and like, I want to talk to that guy. If you got the looks and the body for it, the guy's going to question everything second. Yeah. However, you just don't know what you're about to get.
Huh?
That's it.
Elizabeth, that's not
quite the opposite.
Yeah, Mark. I mean, that's why I was going to let that one go too. He does like Liz. He does like to play humble a lot.
Not really. I don't. My inbox is not flooded. What's going on?
Yes, me.
What I do? I didn't do anything. What did I do? God damn! What the fuck, man?
This man, I swear, dog. There's something wrong with him, dog. Something wrong with him.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just being honest.
I thought it was magic. I'm not gonna lie. I'll let you keep going.
Man, you.
What? I didn't know. I was just being honest. Like I was literally about to start an OnlyFans and was like, you know what? I ain't gonna get no money off this shit. This ain't gonna work for me. Look at my hand. This ain't gonna work for me. Did you see my hand, Ralph?
Nope.
I don't understand. I don't understand, man.
I don't understand. I'm just being honest. I don't understand why y'all like taking it the way it is. I've never been more honest my whole life. I take that back.
Carla, I hear you.
I'd be taking
and we appreciate that. But in all honesty, some people may not get swiped as much as others, but men get swiped more than women get swiped. Let's put it
absolutely.
If we on that app, we swipe. Sometimes it don't take a lot depending on what we've been through and how long it's been. We'll fucking double tap some shit in the heartbeat and be like, ooh, heart this one.
Oh, y'all talking about the swipe app. I don't know nothing about the swipe app. I don't know nothing about the swipe app.
Rejection or
it used to be where you can reject somebody. It used to be where you swipe. If you like them, you double tap, you like them, and then it goes into this file and they send a message. Dude, there's so many different ways that they have dating apps set up. They've got it to where it's like Indeed, where you pretty much put in an application. And then they got some over there that's just like, let me see your face.
My overall thing and the whole take it is dating app thing. Like I'm not dating to find like a wife tomorrow. Like if you on these apps, you dating might meet a friend to turn into that. But right way to say it was rushed now. I mean, people will do it faster than that, but that's how you find out. Because as soon as you say yes, I do, now you move in and you like somebody said earlier, I don't like the way he sleep. Oh man, he don't wash his drawers. Like there's something like that.
I never noticed that motherfucker had a big ass toe. Like one toe is big as hell.
Now what? Now you
didn't know. He was like, that motherfucker was perfect, but that one toe And I never noticed it because every time we went out, he had on shoes or she had on shoes. You getting ready to say I do? They got them slip-ons. They pull that boy that big ass toe out. And you like, I can't live with this.
Crusted.
Right? I'm gonna blow that black crusty little motherfucker off. You keep playing with me. Now put down the knife. Now, anyway, I'm just saying, it's little shit like that, man. Where I feel like a lot of people do rush into things. They don't try to understand the person. That they're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Oh, really? You can state your intentions on a profile now?
I didn't know that. I mean, you
Hey,
can.
look,
You can. You always could say.
Come on now.
I feel like that's smart though.
You always
like
can
that's smart
say that.
because
if
if you
like,
get
hey,
on
I'm
there,
only here for this, and then
if you get on there and you mess with somebody that says, "Look, I'm only here,"
but I can imagine women putting it down and still getting penis pics in their profiles.
They don't get
I'm
rejected.
only here for a friend. Oh, for a friend, I got a friend for you. Snap, send.
Right. Yeah. He's in the
Women
blanket.
have the like they got the greatest upper hand in that part. That's always been the way. I mean, since we was cavemans, y'all women had us a lot. Like we couldn't do nothing. Beat y'all over here with a stick. But that was the caveman ways. Like we didn't do that. We don't do that nowadays. We was like more like, but that's why they did that because y'all had a lock on us. So they were like ooga booga and just whoop because y'all had that shit.
Really? That is interesting to know.
What you got?
I'm looking at which is you can put on there something casual, looking for something long term, and looking for friends, or you can click all the above. You know what I can see the problem with that being though is somebody clicking all the above, but they are really only looking for something long term.
Well, I mean,
but now you don't put across this false thing that's saying that I'm just looking for a friend and something casual. You're gonna mess around and get them all, and I think that's why a lot of people do it. They want them all. They want options.
On my page, I had whatever happens. I really had that on there. No, this is not even funny. I really had whatever happens, and that was just the gist of it. Like it was facts. Yeah, man. If you bagged me, that was awesome. If you didn't, shit, I'm almost certain you can find somebody else. I mean, if there's facts. Oh man, when I got over here in America, I was on a boat. Me and my friend was on a boat. We got over here and started selling drugs. And then, I was like, oh, call Sosa so we can get a hookup. And Sosa got mad at me and threw one of my friends on a helicopter. And, but that's how the life is, man.
Okie dokie. So, y'all understand that I got to deal with this guy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with this man. All right. Well, we are coming up on the tail end, man. I hate that I missed the beginning. I hate that the one person that most definitely did the most homework on this had to leave. But it looks like Mo had some factual facts.
He was typing into some stuff. I don't think
and then we talked about earlier about his his oldest son asking somebody to homecoming.
Yeah, his son.
Shout out to Trayvon. He was just trying to be a gentleman.
He had flowers and a card.
Yeah, and and I know it's weird. It's weird because I had this conversation with my boy too, and I'm like, well, things have changed. It's okay. At least he's trying to be a gentleman. At least he was like, hey, bitch, you coming with me. It wasn't none of that. He's trying to be a gentleman. He was like, well, it's his fault if he loses money and she say no. I'm like,
Jesus Christ. So he was really heartfelt about.
Did he say something like that before I got here?
Yeah, it came up.
Okay, I figured.
He was like, wait, what? You called him what? Why?
Yeah, like, and I said, I'm so confused, bro. Like, you it sounds like you upset because he chose the gentleman route. Like, I ain't never had to spend no money on no girl to go to homecoming. I'm like, well, okay. I don't
felt really bad for his son, dog.
Bro, I mean, I was in a relationship, but I still got my girl flowers and shit. Like, I don't know. Like,
that was bad. I felt really, really bad for his son, man.
Son's so confused. He's so confused. He like,
wait, what?
Next year's homecoming, like, he gonna walk in like, hey, bitch.
Now I do want to ask.
Call me. My dad told me that doing it the other way don't work, so I got to be rude as shit right now.
I do want to ask something, dude. I feel like nowadays the approaching of women is non-existent, bro. Like I feel like that. I feel like nowadays, if you see somebody and they look of what you are looking for, to approach them might not be what it used to be back in the days. I do feel like that. Me, like I said, I speak for what I'm still out there in like somewhat of a field, basically in some ways, in some nature, or whatever. I don't approach nobody. I don't. I've seen women and I'm like, this bitch is fucking Instagram beautiful. Like, but do I approach them? No, I don't. It's just something different in the water where the approachable standard thing. Maybe I'm speaking for myself. Maybe it's something I'm missing, but the approachable nature of walking up to somebody and say, hey, you are something else. Can I have your number? To me, I think that shit does not exist.
I think I'm gonna go against that, and I'm gonna say I think it does. I think it does exist. I think things have just changed on how we do it, right? You know, these new kids.
Setting where you're at when it's happening.
Yeah, I think it is the settings too, because these kids today, instead of saying, "Hey, you know, you look nice, you look cute, blah blah blah," can I have your number? It's like, "Hey, what's your Snap? What's your Instagram handle?"
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. Elizabeth, what have I been missing? Like, this is what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what Elizabeth talking about. What have I been missing?
You don't have to. They come to you.
No. That's not the life.
That's why you're smiling.
It does. I'm smiling because it don't work like that for me. It don't. Elizabeth, I ain't seen you in my inbox. I didn't see you. I mean, you pretty, hey, but it doesn't work like that for me.
No, I just think it like she said, it does. I think it does exist. I think it's the settings. Like, it's hard to do it at a club, in an atmosphere where it's drinks being drunk, and I think it depends on where you are and when what's happening.
Okay,
and it is still about how you approach it too.
I can accept that.
You go in and you might be able to tell this is not one of those people I can walk up on and be like, hey, can I have your number? You know what I'm saying? Might be somebody want to try to slide a number too, but then again, that is just, I don't know. Like, it could be a generational thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you didn't realize we went to school with her?
Well, you want to put it back up?
What?
You didn't realize?
And like
I'll send you a message later.
Carla, like, that was my approach. Back in before I was married, the dating scene, I was definitely afraid of rejection. That's why I didn't. I
didn't like it either.
I tried once and I can't. It was so bad. Like, you know what? Never again.
So, I don't like rejection. See, this is what y'all feel real. I used to be a fat little son of a bitch. I was fat. I had food in my stomach. I was fat as shit. I was a fat little nigga when I was coming up. I had titties. I was fat, so I still act like that fat kid because when I lost weight.
Mark. That was in middle school.
But this is what I'm saying. When
let's go middle school. Okay, middle school.
Kid,
we wasn't doing all this dating app shit.
Listen to me. For a kid,
like, in high school though.
Listen to me. For a kid from elementary to middle school, that is his life. I was called everything under the book. I was like, God damn, won't nobody talk to me? I'm fat as shit. So once that scorned you from elementary to middle school, even when I lost weight, I thought I had cancer. Like, I was fucking freaking out because I'm like, oh, the weight just fell off. It just fell off. And then certain things started to change. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like my voice started getting a little deeper and shit like that. And then I was like, one time I was taking a shower and I slipped. I was like, what? And I slipped. And I said, oh, that was my dickhead. And I was like, oh, man, I had to put that picture over my shoulder. And I was trying to get out and dry off.
I threw it over my shoulder and I was trying to dry. There's something wrong with you, dog.
Dexter St. John.
You're crying about, girl.
Crying about.
But I don't know. I
make love to you constantly.
I still act like that. I'm still the same way. I like to make motherfuckers laugh. I like to make girls laugh. I can't. If you ain't got no sense of humor, I'd probably walk off on you. If you like dry as fucking. I was about to say something really wrong, but
I know it
was about to get dark.
I was about to say, time to go.
Hey, I was about to get dark, but if you dry and your humor is suck, I'd probably be like, well, good riddance. Like, go ahead and go talk to somebody else because I'm too playful. Like, I like to joke and shit. I take a mind. I know how to be serious. But if you're not jokey and I got dark sense of humor, I might say something to offend people. I do. I say a lot. Like the whole we was talking like matter of fact, one time we was talking about concussions, and then LV thought it was funny when people were like, "Bam!" and I was like, "Oh, LV, that is not funny." That happened. That happened in real life, real time.
All right, so it is a hour and 3 minutes over. I mean, it's 3 minutes over. We're going to table this conversation. It was pretty interesting. Yo, listen.
Yeah.
The next conversation that we have, right? It is going to be a really, really good one. Okay.
Why?
We are going to talk about submissive women.
Oh.
Will we have? Okay, look, wait. Let me say this real fast. We have to have. If anybody want to, please, if anybody want to inbox either Ralph or Ramon, inbox. You can even inbox me if y'all want to be on the show. If y'all would love to be on the show for this particular thing, please, because I know we're gonna have to have a woman input. It got to be a woman input.
We're gonna have to have a woman's input on this.
Have to be.
I'll be here for that. I will be here.
It is going to be very interesting. This kind of stemmed from our earlier conversation. Things that I agreed with, some things I didn't agree with. It's going to be instant back and forth because some people feel that we should only be involved with submissive women, and women should always submit to their men. But I also feel that some people don't understand what submissive is versus being controlling. But either way, you'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z of the Inept podcast. It's gonna be a fun one, man. Like I expect to really piss some people off. I expect for some people to probably piss us off.
I mean,
but either way,
that's what I'm saying. We got two people.
That's why we're here.
We got two people insisting. Carla, Elizabeth. If y'all have any of our info, inbox us, and that goes for anybody else of the matter. Inbox us. We'll set that shit up. Y'all got a whole week to prepare. Y'all got from today to fucking next Sunday to get everything in order. Don't make no schedules. Don't do nothing. Make sure that day is open. We don't want nobody to flake. We don't want nobody to pull out, as I do. But we don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen.
Anyway, put it in your notebooks, your notepads, man. We'll be back on the 24th, same time, same place. With that being said, man, 3 p.m. 24th, next Sunday. We're playing a submissive game. Anyway, meantime, in the between time, you know what? I see you shaking your head, Vizzle. You scared?
Lions just lost my last play.
No, they were doing so well too. They're doing really good. I have to give it to them.
I gotta find out.
Well, no, we're not going in that direction. I know what direction you're thinking of.
Oh, we're not doing that.
Wait, what happened?
We are talking about being submissive to your man. Hey, no, you don't need to do that.
Oh, y'all got it. I thought we were talking about something else.
Yes, I thought they were talking about sexual. I mean, I thought they were talking about submissive in every way possible, like as far as like bringing in the chick sexually and all that stuff. I thought.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. It can be all the way around. But the argument came from is women in other countries don't care about the money and they listen to their man when they speak. And they do.
So y'all talking about men back in the 50s. Y'all got it.
Once again, no. This ain't y'all. This ain't everybody. That's why it's gonna be a damn good show, but it's gonna be interesting.
Oh man, you're trying to set us up for fighting like a real war.
Oh yeah, it's going to be. That's why I said it's gonna piss some people off.
Oh shit.
It is going to piss some people off. But you know, listen, we haven't done a piss people off episode yet, right? And I think it's about time and well overdue. With that being said, though, we out. I'll holler at y'all. See y'all next weekend.